Welcome back to Confessions of a Beauty Boss. We've got free rein. Don't tell Paul when he's
Paul's
out.
away out for Luro, and
Our producer.
I feel like going behind his desk and footering about,
Messing things
kidding
up.
on. I'm a producer, manifesting my next life. Talking about manifesting.
Yes.
So I always talk about Francesca Amber. I'm going to start tagging her in this and see if she'll give us a bit of clout for it.
I think she would love the fact that what she does has actually affected us so
Aye,
much. She probably
impacted
has
it.
no clue. Just get on.
So, as you know, she's got a podcast that you can listen to for free every week called Law of Attraction Changed My Life. It's out every Friday. But she also has a book club that we've been a part of since
Book Club
COVID days.
Bitches. I love it.
Book club bitches. So, the book this month she was going over, and then she was basically chatting. She's got an ex-husband, so she split up with her man, and she spoke about, so she was a beauty therapist before she even kicked this off. And I think that's why I warmed to her so much as well, because
She was a lash tech, wasn't she? A tanning.
lash tech, tanning specialist, called herself a beauty therapist as well. So I'm sure she did other stuff as well. She had her own salon. So like she's actually had a lifetime of kind of really good achievements.
I mean, she's
So,
very entrepreneurial.
yes,
She's tried all different
everything.
businesses. She used to
Tried
sell
and
pet
failed
clothes.
and-
So I think that's why she's genuine and we like her,
Yeah.
because she's
So relatable.
I experienced lots of things, and she's had a lot of
Trauma.
in her life, you know,
Aye.
things, relationships and stuff, and she's very open about them.
Open and honest,
Yeah.
very open and honest. I love that as well, and she's very funny as well. So the last episode I was listening, and it basically went on to a conversation about her and her husband were hosting a dinner party, and his two friends were accountants. Now, you know Francesca Amber, she's like, oh, snooze face
Aye,
kind of thing.
boring.
And he turned round to her before they even came through the door and said, I'm actually really embarrassed that you're even going to have to sit through this dinner. And she was just like, excuse me? And he's like, well, you're just a beauty therapist. What value do you have to any conversation with other people when the three of us are sitting there with degrees in the room? I swear to God, I
Hence the
felt
reason
like hunting
He's
that
not
guy
her husband
down.
anymore.
One,
What
why would your husband say that to you in the first place? Why would he say it just before they came in for a dinner party? And three, this pisses me off to the highest of levels that our field is consistently looked at as stupid. Now, I have got a degree now. I went back to uni when I was in my mid-30s and did my teaching degree. That was something I didn't ever think I was clever enough to do, because
people
I
told
was
you?
told over and over again in my field from people that I was too stupid to go and do a degree. Did a degree, smashed it, and got an extra award kind of ad at the end of it.
While running your own business and bringing up two babies.
Exactly. Thank God for my supportive husband who isn't an arsehole like her ex-husband. But I just thought, how dare he? My conversational skills are the same now to what they were pre-degree. My degree does not define me. It's just, honestly, I was enraged by it. I was just like, so a beauty therapist is unintelligent, or anybody who doesn't have a degree is unintelligent from his standpoint. And imagine saying that to your wife as well.
I know.
But this goes back to the misconceptions of our industry again.
Yeah.
And again, it's something that I'm so vocal about all the time. Again, going back to that day that I was leaving high school, my assistant head signed my leavers form, asked me what I was going to do. I was buzzing the fact that I got into the College of Commerce in Glasgow and I was going out of Cumbernauld to the big smoke. And
You were
I was
so excited.
17. I was 16, going on 17. And he laughed in my face because I said I was doing beauty. Literally belly laughed in my face. Who does that?
Yeah.
A person of authority or someone that's impressionable on kids. Who does that to someone that's like buzzing about their hopes and dreams?
Yeah.
Laughed in my
It's
face.
that non-vocational thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? Unless you're going on to do something at uni
Something
or whatever.
academic.
But I think teachers have definitely changed. I know teachers now who would never treat kids like that. You know, there's still
They wouldn't
elements
teach
of it.
children like that, but my kids go to a school and they're so focused on attainment levels, uni, pushing them beyond their means. Like my son is doing so well in school, but they're just pushing him to the extent it's too much for his mental health.
He's doing so well, but they're pushing him into levels.
So basically he's in third year and they want to do that five. And I'm like, absolutely not. He had to get put on, he didn't have to, he chose to go and sit an exam. I didn't think it was the right thing to do, but I'm very much, it's up to my kids. It's their decision and they have to deal with the repercussions of it, and I'll be there to console them. But he wasn't equipped mentally for that kind of closed book exam. And it just makes me so angry that in this day and age...
That makes him feel inadequate now.
And he did after it, he beat himself up, and I knew that was what was going to happen. And it was upsetting as a parent to see as well. When he's so clever, he's already at that stage and he doesn't see it for himself. And you're just like, what is it? What do we have to do as a... Not even just in the beauty industry, just to make every field acceptable. I went to uni, and I kid you not, when my classes, you weren't doing your teaching qualification with other beauty therapists. Yes, there was 2 or 3 in my class, but it was like English literature, it was science-based subjects, and I felt a fish out of water. There was people talking in tongues. I was Googling underneath the desk what they're talking about because I did not understand the lingo.
Field. But that's all right, they wouldn't understand your field, all the anatomy and physiology in your field either.
But do you know what actually was a turning point for me when I did the hands-on stuff? And I excelled in the teaching part because I had such a passion for it, and that's what I got my extra award for. Though what stood out was those people that spoke very eloquently, brought out words that I've no idea what they were talking about. They didn't do so well as in the teaching side,
because
but they did
not
great.
Forward facing, they're not client facing, they're not dealing with people, they're not living experiences, they're not, good in environments, publicly speaking and talking and being comfortable in themselves.
There was actually a few of them that dropped out the course.
Because they're academic but not worldly wise, if you know what I mean.
And I hate that. I hate that we even have to use the brackets because there's people that are about everything.
Well, I don't have qualifications. I didn't go to uni. I don't have any degrees. I left school with my basic 2, 3 O levels and just worked.
And you're doing all right, hen.
Doing all right.
Exactly. 4 businesses.
I know. So that's the thing. That's life experience.
Exactly. But it's, where do people get off? Diminishing people like that? That's obviously
Putting
an insecurity in his part, because I always say that. It's like,
no, that was a controlling thing in his part because of the way he treated her. We now know the way he treated her in their relationship. That was him putting her down.
She ended up going to bed anyway because they were a snooze fest. But
she got herself at a shite night.
I actually had second-hand rage about it, because I was just like, how dare he? Like, I've been in rooms of many people that have been way above the academic level that I have and can hold a conversation.
For God's sake,
it's
over the years.
How dare he say
people
something
went
like that?
Like millionaires, like big property development tycoons, I've gone into rooms with people like that. They're just people. They go home at night and eat their tea with their wife and they go to their holidays and they...
Listen, we all brought into this world and end this world the exact same way. What we've got and what we've achieved in between...
It's just different.
It's how you treat people. It's how you treat people and 100%. How the lasting effects you have in people as well. And that's something that we're passionate about as a business, that we have an impactful lasting effect in a good way for people. We're empowering to our team members. We're compassionate and we drive our students to be the best that they can be.
And are kind to our clients and are interested in our clients, making sure that they're okay. Like, how many clients do you bump into in the shops?
I know.
And you're just like, oh, hello, and standing there with our trolley.
Or just checking in, like, there's one client in particular that used to come to me in the house and comes to salon, and I don't think she sees that many people, and she doesn't keep too well, so it's like just checking in every now and then, just how you doing? So it just, a little goes a long way.
100%.
All the material things in life, all the accolades that you have in life.
Don't matter.
The big man going to accept them in when
you get to St Peter at the gates, is he going to be like, right, what degree have you got, Jenny? Or were you nice to people, Jenny? And you come.
I know I'm going to the Burnie Fire anyway. Probably have more fun down there, but jokes. It's just it's people's perceptions. So how can we change the misconceptions that this partly is the regulation things, partly is what people doing things the right way and the correct way, not doing it the fast and the cheap way.
Yeah, well, these regulations are hard.
Yeah.
You know, these qualifications that people are doing now for the level 2s, 3s, 4s and 5s, it's difficult.
Yeah.
The anatomy and physiology in it, I read sometimes through the book and I think, geez,
Aye.
you know, and it's retaining the information and
Exactly.
it's making it, I love how you make it kind of fun for them almost, you know, interesting for them to learn. But that's going to go forward with them and it makes them, they're such clever, talented, you know, nurturing people.
Yeah.
They shouldn't feel diminished for the skills
for the
that they
trade
do
that
have.
they're in. It's such a compassionate field and an intricate field as well. And the juggles that you have to do every day, you're not just doing a treatment in someone, as you've said before, you're there and really
Listening
and helping people, and
or if they've got a contraindication of some sort, you know.
being able to understand it.
Aye, when they tell you they've got this, right away those therapists are like, right, I'm going to have to adapt this treatment. I can't do that because she can't have this or whatever. Or they come in and they're upset about something or they hate a part of their body and they're like, right, okay, well, we'll no work on that area, we'll work on this. So these girls are thinking on their feet every day.
It's just
and dealing with.
I know. It's sad. It's sad that, but then you're looking at your people like your powerhouses like Caroline Hirons and stuff, and you just think they wouldn't mess with her.
No.
But is that because she's so outspoken?
Yeah, aye, probably. I love that about her. I just read a wee article about her recently and I love how she was just like, I'm at an age now, she's like, where I don't.
No shit's given.
No,
I
there's
love that.
not enough
I don't think I've
space.
ever
Aye.
given a shit, but me.
No. I'm probably an overthinker. Aye, so I probably am.
I think
a
it
people
depends who it is. If it's someone that I don't really know, I'm a bit like.
pleaser. Aye. I heard this saying the other day, and it was on Graham Norton the other night, and they were talking about Cher and how Cher just isn't, you know, she just says what she is. She's outspoken, and the people on the couch, some of them knew her or whatever. Aye, and it's like Graham Norton, and he goes, "This room, not enough capacity for the fucking shits not given by Cher." And it was just like the whole crowd all just laughed, and he was like, "It's so true.
Aye.
She just doesn't. She'll just say it. She doesn't care." Like, he would ask her questions on the show, and she would just be like, "You ask me that, but I don't give a fuck."
That's a shit question. Next.
You know, it was like, I thought that must be really hard to interview
Aye.
somebody like that. But like so that Caroline was saying that, she's like, you know, I've worked really hard. I'm confident in myself.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
There's a fine line. You don't have to be rude about it.
No.
And I don't think she is, but there are people out there that are rude about it. But yeah, having enough self-worth and controlling your conviction that you know what you're talking about. And I think that's important as well. When you're in the field, know what you're talking about.
And be honest if you don't.
Exactly. Like, don't fluff your way out it. It's embarrassing. And you make yourself look bad.
Politicians, all the time, when they get asked questions, they don't answer. They look like idiots. Who trusts a politician? Who has any faith in a politician? Because when they start talking, they don't want to answer the questions, so they just fluff around about it. So people are just automatically like, you're a...
Yeah, power is knowledge, and being transparent as well. If you don't know something, I don't know that, I'll find that out, or I'll ask the right person to figure it out.
It's not my field, it's not my question to answer because I'm not a specialist in it, so I don't know.
That's it. It's don't fluff your way through it. So,
and she's very much stayed in her lane, if you know what I mean, and she's good in her lane. She's very
good. She's
so
very knowledgeable
and understanding of what she does. And Francesca Amber, again, has come over to do something now with the book club and all the rest of it, and she'll always say, I'm not professing to know everything. I'm not here to teach you anything.
No.
I'm just giving you my experience of working my way through this book and how it's helped me or how it relates to me, or I'm not telling you how to live your life. Sit in and listen if you want to hear how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Don't be part of the book club.
Yeah.
She's making a mint.
Aye.
She is
really
making a mint. She's doing amazing.
Aye. I love how she knows it. She acknowledges it in everything she does.
Good.
Talking
Good
about
for
her
her.
gratitudes and, you know, how she came from a broken relationship. She bought a wee flat in London that she loved above a bookies or a pub or whatever it was, and you know, it was nothing, but it was hers and she loved it. And then she progressed and then she bought a bigger house, and now she's living in her dream house and doing the job that she loves. And
Well, she's talking about moving again.
aye, bigger house.
No, she's talking about moving
back to London.
Aye, we're kids, but I know, so invested.
I know.
Can tell that we're girl fans.
Love you, Francesca.
But yeah, let's make moves to start
how we can make this industry seem more reputable rather
Yes.
than idiotic.
Yes.
Not idiotic, diminished.
Diminished.
Yeah.
Because we're not idiots.
No.
We're very clever and
No.
we know what we're talking about and we're very kind and
And I think we do
compassionate
that.
and
I think
knowledgeable.
on all our social media and stuff, we put out there, this industry and how important it is to give self-care and to look after people, and it's
Just do things right. It goes back to that
$1 billion industry, billions
Aye.
and $1 billion industry, and it gets, and things will go back to the VAT, boring conversation again, but it goes back to the VAT, how that we're not looked upon as an industry. They're just like, well, they're not important enough for us to do a big full review on whether to change the VAT from 20% down to 5 or 10%. It's not important enough.
God,
Think
what
of
a
the money it
difference
brings
that
into
would
this
make
country.
to
Yeah.
small salons
Because people would
and high
spend
street.
again, people
Yeah.
would be able to afford more.
Take
we
on
could keep our
apprentices.
prices, we could take on apprentices. It would make a huge difference to so many of those small businesses that the country relies on.
No.
They forget about us because they're thinking about big industry, but we're the ones making money. Paying you a fortune in tax. I don't mind paying my tax, but I grudge paying my VAT because of I can't claim it back.
No. And then again, just going back to the very root of it all, if you do things properly and you get trained properly, you're informed well, and you have the right information there that you can then go out to your clients, do procedures for them. You're well informed and you can talk freely because you know what you're talking about.
Confidence.
Go to people that are just I'm not saying all day courses, but quick cash in hand, give you a certificate. You're not going to be well informed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, off our high horses. And now back to base.
I know. Back to work.
Aye.
If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe, follow us. And if you've got a topic, if you agreed or disagreed with any of that, or if you've got a horrible ex that diminished you, tell us about it.
Or if you're a troll and you want to fight, I'm up for it.
We'll come bring me a baseball bat to the guys.